We're going to look at some signs and symptoms of magic, signs and symptoms of jinn possession, and also of the evil eye. Jinn possess people for three main reasons. Number one, out of love. So jinn, they fall in love with people, and this is extremely important for our sisters especially. So for example, you're leaving the house and you're not wearing the correct hijab, you're not properly covered, or you are wearing a lot of makeup and you have beautified yourself and you're leaving the home, then don't forget that there are other creations besides men. There are men who are going to look at you, but at the same time, a jinn may fall in love with you. And this is something very, very common. I had a case where a jinn had possessed a sister. She was walking through a park and the jinn followed her. She was waiting at the bus stop and the jinn fell in love with her and it actually possessed her. And when they fall in love, they're very, very difficult to remove because their love is like almost a blind type of love. It's like, I would rather die than leave this individual. And it's very romanticized, and in this way they will say, look, I'm not going to leave, I'd rather die than leave her. They fall in love very, very easily for some reason. Okay, so a jinn may possess an individual out of love. Likewise, the second reason why a jinn may possess is out of revenge, due to revenge. Okay, so I'm sitting here, I throw something across the room and I can't see, but there's a jinn there, and it harms the jinn, or it may kill one of the jinn's children, and as a result of that, the jinn possesses this individual. The third reason why jinn will possess an individual is due to sihr, due to magic, being sent by the magician. So if they possess the wife, then she will become possessed, and the husband will be thinking, my wife's character has changed so much. We never used to argue. Now we argue over the smallest of things. Now she curses my mother, she curses my sister, she curses my family. All of these different things. Immediately her character will begin to change. Now let's have a look at some signs of jinn possession, some signs and symptoms of jinn possession, or one of the signs. The individual may have fits. So you may find that they just have random blackouts, often in the toilet or after leaving the toilet, because the toilet is a place of filth. And this is where the shayateen reside. Likewise, there's going to be, or there may be, a hatred to the Quran or a hatred of the adhan. A sudden increase in strength or a change in their physical appearance. Or there may be a drop in the personal hygiene of the person. Or they may have a love of being isolated and secluded in dirty, filthy places. Or they love to just go on, randomly 2-3 o'clock in the morning, they just go and sit under a tree, or they just go to the graveyard, or they just wake up and sit in the toilet for hours and hours and hours on end. Dreams are a very clear indication that a person may be suffering with magic or with possession, which was the result of magic. So if you're constantly dreaming of dogs, if you're constantly dreaming of snakes, if you're constantly dreaming of spiders, if you're constantly dreaming about blood, if you're constantly seeing yourself in a grave or around blood, and you're seeing these types of things in your dreams, then it may be that you have serious issues with regards to magic, with regards to jinn possession. So in that situation, I would advise you to make ruqya or to seek ruqya.